Everyone's still celebrating the return of regular season football, and we're away in week 2. Brings in the kick at the 9. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Evans straight ahead. And he found some running room for a nice gain. We'll pause after that first snap of the game. Gonna need to adjust their game plan because that is their running back who's hurt and getting some help. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Hey, I'll be honest with you, Kate. They say that football is cyclical. Well, I sure hope we see the fullback come back. There's just something about that guy. Something about that position. And he just showed you right there, going to get you a first down. They can be difference makers, too.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Now first run of the game, Zamir White. And he fights his way forward to get this to the 45. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4. Throwing off the play fake here. He just got rid of it, Brock, but he was still in that tackle box. This is going to draw the flag. No one in the area. He was still in the pocket. Seems like a pretty cut and dry intentional grounding to me.
Seems like you want to be an official someday, Kate.
Maybe.
Yeah, because you nailed that one.
That's into the hands of Dobbs. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
And he calls for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 14-yard line. No return on that punt. And the Bengals are going to be backed up to begin this drive. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Jonathan Taylor. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete. Dalton Kincaid, the intended target there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Shotgun snap to Herbert. He has the first over the middle. Breaks free in the center of the field. Jalen Polk. He makes it in for the Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. Jalen Polk, the touchdown. That score was less about the throw, although it was good, partner, but it was more about getting it to somebody who knew exactly what to do with it.
Well, Kate, it's a good thing the touchdown shows up on both their stat sheets, because sometimes, well, it's quarterback who delivers, and sometimes it's the effort after the catch that really makes the magic happen.
The kicking team out there now for the Bengals, and they're going to send this away. Return coming here from the 12. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. That's caught. It's Cade Otton. And he's out of bounds, just a step short of the 40.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns. He puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. That's a pickup of 9. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down. Godwin, the man in motion left. 1st and 10, looking to throw. Grabbed by Chris Godwin. And they make the tackle at the 38. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
2nd and 8. Got Evans, it's complete. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man,
and that's a Tampa Bay touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Starting from the 5. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Go.
Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Complete out to the right. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it sets up a Cincinnati first down. Back to throw, here's Herbert. That's brought in, it's his back, Jonathan Taylor. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. 16 yards on the play. And it'll be first down, Bengals. Herbert with a blitz coming. That's Thomas, he's got it. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down. Herbert throwing again. On target to his man Taylor. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Second down carry for Taylor. Good running here. He's across the 15. Touchdown, Cincinnati! The Bengals break the tie here in the first. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. Kicking unit comes out for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bengals take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. The kicking team out there now for the Bengals, and they're going to send this away. Kickoff taken at the 3. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Patrick Queen ranging in for the tackle. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
From the 44 here on 2nd down. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to...
Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Keely Ringo picks it off. Well, we both saw what he was doing, Brock, trying to work the sideline there, but I don't think he ever saw the corner sitting back and just waiting to break on that throw.
And that's what the good ones do. They use the sideline to their advantage. It really becomes the 12th defender on the field. The elite corners in this league, they'll play to it. They'll bait those quarterbacks to making that throw, and then they'll close fast and take that ball away.
And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Offense up to the line fast. Shotgun, handoff to Taylor. And he's brought down for a loss.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even rip through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Gets this to Kincaid. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Taylor gets it on 1st and 10. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. Tackle made by Kalijah Cansey. Taylor again. And they'll stop him, but not until he has a nice little gain down to the 32. Call it about 7 yards on that run. Now it's going to be 3rd down and 4.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Third and 4 coming up now.
Set. 380. You're out. Set.
Herbert from the gun. He finds Kincaid. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And it sets up a Cincinnati 1st down.
You're out. Set. You're out.
Now a toss play. Taylor. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Set. Set.
Throwing now, Herbert. He's on the move. He's on the move. And he's short of the 1st after a mile gain.
Well, this is in every quarterback's tool belt, even the ones not regarded as the best movers and shakers. But, Kate, to play QB in the league today, you've got to be able to do this. If you've got nobody open, still get some positive yards with your legs.
On 3rd down, Herbert. He brings it in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns. It has been wash, rinse, repeat for them offensively, Brock, as, well, we all wait for this defense to find a little backbone before this becomes a runaway.
Yeah, I'm a little torn up here in this booth because you're exactly right. Offensively, this is just machine, surgical. Defensively, you're running the risk of being embarrassed here pretty quickly.
The kicking team out there now for the Bengals, and they're going to send this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And a big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Take a look at that scoreboard, and you just can't backwards. If you're going to close this gap, you've got to stay on schedule. Had a hard time doing so with a double-digit deficit.
From the gun, a carry by Evans. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. It's a gain of 5, but they're still well behind the sticks. Third down coming up. Trying to throw here out of the gun. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. And we will not get enough. On again comes Jake Camarda to punt this away. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Buccaneers football as we begin. They've got 4th down, so we should see the punt team on to send it away. Finds his man. It's Godwin. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. One of their biggest plays of the game, and it comes on a 4th down gamble. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Flushed out of the pocket. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And they're going to have to regroup after this one.
You know what I call that, Kate? Punch, and you took a punch, but then you countered right back. You give up a big play, massive play, but you don't hang your head. You come right back, you get a sack of your own, and you change the momentum as quickly as you can.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. A give up the middle to Evans. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
And they will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers make it a 1-score game in the first half. McLaughlin attack on the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Buccaneers chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Here's a return from the 7. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. So following the return, looks like somebody's shaken up. Trainers have to determine how severe this may be. They've got first down from the 31. Taylor gets it to begin the drive. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Stopped that time by Jamel Dean. Working quickly here.
4 yards on the pickup. Hey, go Lion. Taylor tight.
Ooh, this is going to be a false start on the offense here. There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost him 5 yards. Back to the line they go. It's second down.
Ready.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Finds Kincaid. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now.
380. Good hunt. Go.
Here's Herbert. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Let's go. Hey. Why did they hunt?
Shotgun snap to Herbert. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. The Bengals send out the punting unit. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And they'll down this one just beyond the midfield.
At their own 46-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Another try following the sack. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line.
Well, that one was drawn up and delivered beautifully, efficiently. If it's not circled on the call sheet already, you better believe it is now.
This is Evans. And he works this to the 38 before going down. Offense in the hurry up here. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Quick slant to Samuel. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. 3rd and short in your back pocket. You can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. Back to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. He only finds a window for 2, but that's still enough for a 1st down.
Let's go.
Looking to the air here. He's got it at the 6. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. On the handoff, it's Evans. Will score. It's a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. McLaughlin attack on the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Buccaneers tie this game at 21. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. His return starts at the 5. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Set. Set.
Herbert back to throw. That's Kincaid with a catch out left. They gain 14 on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Bengals.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Escapes the pocket. Now he takes it. And that's good for a gain of 5. Not able to get away from the big Vita Vea.
He made something out of that play for them. Everyone's so concerned with defending the pass, they didn't quite keep tabs on what he was doing as a QB, and it gave him just enough room to run.
This one finds Taylor. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Brought to the ground by Kaiser White. They're going to turn to Taylor on 3rd down. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You love a huddle? Okay, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Herbert now, blitz coming. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. Taylor now, up the middle. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. That's Antoine Winfield Jr. up to make that play. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
At the 30-yard line.
Set. Go.
Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Taylor makes the catch. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. We're to the 2-minute warning from the jungle. And it's the Bengals with only a yard to go here on 3rd down.
Set. Ready. What is it?
Straight ahead with Taylor. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. Give him 3 on that game. And it sets up a Cincinnati 1st down.
Ready. Run.
First down.
Set.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Set.
To throw, Herbert. Hits his running back. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals get some late points and the lead. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
The kicking team out there now for the Bengals, and they're going to send this away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Let's go.
They'll come out throwing. Got Evans. It's complete. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Buccaneers hustling to the line. They're in the hurry up. Give to Evans from the gun. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs. Buccaneers hustling to the line. They're in the hurry up. Throwing now from the gun. Completes this one to Otten. And he goes out a little short of the 40. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down. Setting up a throw. Hauled in by Godwin. And defenders are there to get him at the line. Stopped by Foye Oluoku. Buccaneers hustling to the line. They're in the hurry up. Second and 10 now. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So now it's going to be third and long. They'll throw it. We've got a screen to the running back. And they bring him down around the 34. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. The kick by McLaughlin is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
I know, you always want to finish drives in the end zone, but no matter what, the important thing is they end in some kind of points. And that's mission accomplished there.
And that one hit the landing zone first and then into the end zone. So it's going to be a touchback out to the 20. One last play before the break.
Set.
Looking to throw. Gets this to Kincaid. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. Returns looking good so far. And he was pushing for midfield there before they finally dragged him down at the 45.
Oh, there's no question about it, Kate. That just infuses everybody. A little more bounce in your step now, both in and out of the huddle. And you want to pay off your special teams that sets you up for success.
A give left side to Taylor. And he's swallowed up in the middle. No gain on the run. Tackle made by Kalijah Cansey.
Only 2 tries.
They go again with Taylor. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Tackle made by Kalijah Cansey. Only a yard on the play. An improvement on their last one, but that brings up 3rd and 9.
Set. Set.
Throwing now, Herbert. That's incomplete. Trying to set up the screen there.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Ready.
Looking to throw. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. One of their best play calls of this game, Brock. Nets him 17 yards on 4th down and gets them the first. A run here with Taylor. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Here's 2nd and 11. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Well, his first real mistake, that's intercepted. Bryce Hall picks it. And the Buccaneers will take over as he records his first interception of our season. They worked hard to have the halftime lead, Brock, but now that defense working hard to take it away.
Not wasting any time, are they? You know, they love to say about baseball, Kate, baseball's a game of adjustments. So is the NFL, and especially in the second half. You have all that data from the first half. You want to take it all in, and defensively you want to adjust exactly what they did to take the ball away there to begin the second.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. From the 42. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So it's going to be third and short coming up.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long. And it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
He has the first over the middle. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's a money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
First and 10, looking to throw. Still has some space inside the 35. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
The drive picks up here, first and 10. Evans straight ahead. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
To be a stud back in this league, it takes more than just checking the athletic boxes. There's an IQ, a feel, a patience and craftiness required, along with just tremendous vision. He showed all of it navigating that run up the middle.
Working inside the red zone. That's going to be caught by Evans. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Throwing from the gun. Has it in close. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Going jumbo set on this first and goal.
Let's go.
QB sneak coming. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Buccaneers grab the lead on their first series of the half. McLaughlin attack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers push their lead to 3. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. Taylor trying the left side. And this one doesn't go far. The dose of the hurry-up offense here. Here we go, second and 9. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
And he's brought down for a loss.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2. He'll throw it. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Throwing it to start this drive. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down.
Let's go now.
Now a give to Evans. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You call that first down running play. You don't always expect to get those kind of yards, but they'll take that every single time.
Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Staying ground with Evans. And he pushed for it, but they managed to stop him at the 2. 3 yards on the game. Now they just need 2 more on 2nd and goal.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal. Here's another carry for Evans. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers. Point advantage. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with 1 end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get 1, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
McLaughlin tacks on the extra point. And the Buccaneers make it a 10-point ball game.
Bengals 28. Chase McLaughlin, the kickoff for the Buccaneers.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Fielded at the 7. And he's brought down quickly right inside his own 10.
Well, that's the case of either overthinking things or somehow not thinking enough on that kickoff return. You got to think the 20-yard line is worst case. Instead, the coverage team sticks him with a really long field ahead.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Ready.
This is Taylor. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Offense up to the line fast. 2nd down carry for Taylor. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Tackle made by Kalijah Cansey. Give him 4 yards there, and they only need 1 more now on 3rd down. Herbert from the gun. Into traffic, complete. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22. A 5-yard gain on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Bengals. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. He goes back to him yet again, complete. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Herbert on 1st down. Short pass brought in. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Caught by Dotson on the slant. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And it sets up a Cincinnati 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Now a toss play, Taylor. And he doesn't get this one very far, down to only about the 18. Working quickly here. Now Herbert to throw. Looking for an open man. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9.
Ready.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. That one falls incomplete and brings us to the end of this 3rd quarter. So field goal unit coming on. Looks like the Bengals will settle for 3. He's looking 34 yards here down the middle. Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And it pulls him back within 1 score here in the 4th.
His make there, they had to have that one. And it really does set up a judgment call down on the field. And this is where special teams coach and head coach are talking about game management. You got 3 timeouts left, so you really can write either script you want. Onside kick or send it deep.
And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. They're out and set, 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Evans. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
2nd and 8. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. He's dropping back to throw. They did it! He made the interception! Picked off by Derek Stingley Jr.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. In this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
380.
Throwing on first is Herbert. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Go.
Second and 10 now. It's Dotson on the catch. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And it'll be first down, Bengals. From the red zone now. Has it down close. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them first and goal. Running right, this is Taylor. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. Offense in the hurry up here. Another shot for Taylor. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. It's a gain of a yard, but they needed just a couple more inches. Third down.
It's now third and goal.
He tries to sneak it. And he gets it on the sneak. Touchdown! The Bengals pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Justin Herbert with the touchdown on a quarterback sneak to the end zone. The extra point is up, and it is good. And the Bengals tie this game up. The kicking team out there now for the Bengals, and they're going to send this away. Return starts at the 9. He's got a lane up past the 30. They track him down, but a nice return in the end there, Brock. He's out to the 38.
Hey, maybe in the end this return just gets lost in the shuffle when we recap things, Kate. But you surrender a lead in the fourth quarter and you feel that momentum being lost. That's exactly what excellent special teams do. They turn it around. It's why that third phase is coached and coached and coached, because you never know when your opportunity may arise. What a great return to begin this drive.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Running it with Evans. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back, because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
He'll get this to Samuel. He has room past the 25. Still fighting forward. And they're going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers take a fourth quarter lead. Deebo Samuel the touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. Yeah. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
That one splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers break that tie and now lead by 7. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Here's a return from the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Go, let's go. Ready.
Throwing now, Herbert. That's going to be caught by Washington. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And able to get this down to the 15 before going out.
Kid, I promise you, if you and I got to travel the country and watch young quarterbacks, even really good high school quarterbacks, out routes are the hardest to complete. Slants, goes, fades, all that stuff comes somewhat naturally, but really trusting yourself to throw that out route, that comes with time and experience.
Moving quickly, trying to get set again. 1st and 10, Herbert. Wow, very quick throw, but they couldn't connect.
Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered Kate on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Set. Go.
From the gun, Taylor. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Set. Why did it hop?
Taylor again. And he's across for the touchdown. And that flag is not going to stop this celebration. They know that's an offsides call. So a chance to tie it up again here in the 4th. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th. The kicking team out there now for the Bengals, and they're going to send this away. Return starts at the 3. Return's looking good so far. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40.
Hey, maybe in the end this return just gets lost in the shuffle when we recap things, Kate. But you surrender a lead in the 4th quarter and you feel that momentum being lost. That's exactly what excellent special teams do. They turn it around. It's why that 3rd phase is coached and coached and coached, because you never know when your opportunity may arise. What a great return to begin this drive. Well, you don't get the 1st down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Takes the handoff, now to throw. Getting out to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, and you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
You know, ball skills are not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge game.
Got a man. It's Thomas. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
4th and 3, drive on the line. He's back to throw. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. Taylor gets it to begin the drive. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
At the 43-yard line.
Set. Reload.
Herbert. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it, except for this defense. It just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
And he's in trouble and gets brought down again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down. Punting unit out now. And he's only a handful of yards from his own goal line. Punt taken near midfield. And a nice return has him looking at a very short field now. Looks like he might break it for a minute, but still a good 14 yards on the return. And the Buccaneers will get set to go on offense. 1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Give to Evans from the gun. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
From the 36. Buys time, rolling right. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. All right, one more snap before the 2-minute warning. Running back sent in motion. Looking to throw. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Cincy. Buccaneers going for the win here. Offense looking confident, but they need 4 here on 4th down. Looking to throw it. That's incomplete on 4th down, and they'll turn over possession.
50% hit rate on 4th down, while not horrible, to me signifies something even more important, Kate, and that's that this offense is going to continue to be aggressive. It's been their mindset throughout, and I don't think it's going to change anytime soon.
On target to his man Taylor. And he winds up out of bounds with things not settled yet. We've got a flag down. Things got a little too carried away there. Man, we are not surprised at all to see the flags fly and the penalty called. First and 10 from the 41.
Set.
Taylor now up the middle. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Set. Ready.
They go again with Taylor. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down.
Set. Go.
Here he is to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. Tampa spends its 2nd timeout now. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Taylor. And he can only get a lone yard. Took a couple of guys to haul him down near the line. The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Set.
Here he is to throw. Oh my goodness, it's intercepted. That's Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Buccaneers take possession off their 2nd interception of the game.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick six? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
On target to Godwin. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Back to throw. Throw reeled in by Thomas. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. He'll look to throw it. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. Well, Brock, 4 quarters, couldn't decide who. So as we go through this coin toss, Brock, I'm sure most of our fans know it, but this is something that can decide the game. If the team who gets it first scores a touchdown, the game is over. But if they only kick a field goal, their opponent gets it with a shot to win or tie. And if we play beyond those 2 possessions, the next score would then win. From the jaws of defeat, they snatch this game away. And now we're off in overtime to decide it. That's going to be taken in at the 8. They'll take over at the 39-yard line. Nice return there.
At their own 39-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. From the gun, a carry by Evans. And this is a nice gain that stopped at the 47. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2. Evans straight ahead. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Let's go.
From midfield now. Into the hands of Samuel, complete. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
On the carry, this is Evans. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. A 4-yard pickup, and they're just inches shy as we reach 3rd down.
Let's go now.
Staying ground with Evans. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
Throwing now from the gun. Oh no, they get him yet again. Picked off by Derek Stingley Jr. And the Bengals surprise them with the interception and now have a chance to win this game. You want that ball first in OT, Brock. You get the chance to control your own destiny. But what a stunning turn of events. Now, as that interception gives this team a chance to win it all right here.
That just can't happen. I mean, offensively, that just can't happen. But defensively, I know exactly what those defenders are saying as they're running off the field. Okay, now's your time. Go finish this pick, go win this game, and let's go celebrate in that locker room.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Here's a give to Taylor. And in a rarity today, he stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on 2nd down, and they need 2 here on 3rd. A run here with Taylor. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
These aren't the plays that will lead highlight reels, but they're the ones that win you ball games. What a nice game by the back. And now his offense can go in any number of directions on 1st and 10.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I know they say it any time he comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support, and not many corners can make that stop.
This one finds Taylor. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
On third down, Herbert. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Buccaneers surprise them with the interception and now have a chance to win this game. Okay, now both sides have had a shot, Brock. Neither offense could get the job done. Looks like it'll be one of these defenses that wins them this one in overtime.
Yeah, give these crews defensively some credit here. It's hard to play defense in overtime, but both deliver, and now which offense, Kate, can go and capitalize and finish this game?
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Offense to the line for second down.
Here we go.
He's going to throw this one. Taken in by Dobbs. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
To the air, third and long. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. The Buccaneers out and into punt formation. And in overtime, he needs to make this a good one. Ooh, and he's out of bounds before he can break it upfield. 58 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Bengals football. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. A give left side to Taylor. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, they were hoping to get outside and meet those guys at the second level. Well, someone from the second level came to beat him on his turf. And that meeting didn't go so well.
Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something.
Well, I think you know the only thing redeeming about that play, Kate.
They got the ball back.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, they got the ball back, but a whole lot longer down in distance.
So near disaster a moment ago, but the drive's still in trouble if they can't convert on third. To throw. Gets this to Kincaid. And he reaches the 17-yard line as he's hauled down. Timeout taken by the defense. Their second. And that'll leave them with just one remaining in overtime. Their punter making his way out now. And this needs to be a good one. And not only does he go in the wrong direction, but he's stopped for a net loss on the return. And after the punt, the offense comes out onto the field. And they'll get ready to go on offense. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
They'll come out throwing. He'll get this to Samuel. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Clock working against him here as they hurry to that line. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Finds his man. It's Godwin. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. That timeout taken by the Buccaneers, and that's their final one. And they'll be unable to stop the clock again here in overtime. 2nd and 3 now. From the 42. He throws a bullet to this, and they pick him off again. Rick Woolen with the INT. And the Bengals will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Oh, my goodness. At this point, Brock, I'm exhausted. The guys have to be exhausted. Does any offense want to win this game this far into overtime, and still neither team can muster up the deciding points?
Well, I'll tell you what. Now every single guy is totally gassed on that field. Not quite sure how he dug into his reserves and found the fuel to make that interception. But he gives them yet another chance to finally put this one away.
And now the entire game rests on his next kick. This is a 50-yard look from the right hash. So in the jungle, the Bengals take the win. And they only needed a field goal to end it, as their guy connected on an absolute